fine wherever you are. Welcome to the Purple Love Elimu Talk Show from Pure Africa TV. Today we are having our show from Taranganya Boys High School. We are with students and a panel of teachers and religious leaders who deal with students and learners most of the time. I am KOIMA. I'm going to give my guests a chance to introduce themselves. Gentlemen, you can start us off.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I want to say that this is a wonderful program. This is a hot cake program I've ever seen. So, my name, I'm called Mr. Japhet Yaveti, a teacher of Taranganya Boys High School. I teach mathematics and chemistry. So today we have our student here and together our stakeholders here, and we want to talk about this millennial teenage vis-a-vis education. As I want to hand over to my friend here, I want to say that we don't want to be great so that we can start things. It's better we start things so that we can become great. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you to all the viewers. I am Rita Dem, the representative of the Kenya Students Christian Fellowship that handles the Christian way of upbringing the children in the fear of the Lord, to groom their education so that they can be purposeful and meaningful people in the society. You are welcome to the program as we proceed.
Thank you very much. My name is Frank Okete. I'm born again Christian. I'm a youth minister at the Presbyterian Church of Eastern Africa. And today I'm happy to be at Taranganya High School to share 1 to 3 with our boys, with the panel, and currently the Mr. Kuria. You are much welcome. I think the event will be okay. Fine.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Morning. My name is Thomas Sabai Mita. I'm a parent. St. Case security section, I'm there. Welcome everyone.
Thank you, my panelists. As you can see, we have very resourceful people who are going to take us through the topic millennial teens vis-a-vis education. My name is KOIMA. You can watch us via our Facebook page, that is Pure Africa TV. You can also subscribe and watch from our YouTube channels, that is again Pure Africa TV and KOIMA of Pure Africa TV. So our today's show is from Taranganya Boys High School. We have our students, a small number of the students in Taranganya Boys High School. Boys, welcome to the program. Are you ready?
Yes.
Thank you very much. So our today's topic is touching on our students, and as you can look at them, they are young, very, very young boys. So we are going to get questions from them. We are going to get their perception about education. Our today's topic is millennial kids vis-a-vis education. Our millennial teens, how they view education, their attitude towards education. That is the topic of the day. And we can all agree that our learners nowadays have got somehow a negative attitude towards education. What could be the main reason behind this? Maybe we can start with you, Mr. Yevitz.
Thank you so much, Madam KOIMA, for this wonderful opportunity. This is a hot cake, as I said earlier. A hot cake topic is a topic that has been talked now and again. Maybe someone else can be asking that what does millennial teenage means? This is a 21st century. It's a 21st century, those who were born maybe between 1980 to 2000, 2002 there. This is what we call a millennial teenage century, 21st century, whereby this generation has been immersed totally in technology. They are believing in technology. I hope you are getting me, boys.
Yes.
Yes, they have immersed in technology. And this is an education, a century education that respond to economical, they respond to technological and even society issues, a problem-solving society. And therefore, what are the perception of the most learned and scientists, both in Africa and in the whole continent, USA, Europe, Asia? What are the perception of this century towards education?
Correct.
Am I correct there?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think the main perception is that this generation of 21st century are very lazy. They are very lazy. They don't want to work. They want to be pushed so that you can work. Number two, they say that they are very, this century, madam, they are very demanding. They are very demanding, and they need reinforcement so that they can do things. And another point I can say that these, they have no respect even to elders. They are abusive. Is it not true? It's true. You are abusive. So you mean that you are abusive, but I don't mean it's you. But I think they are very abusive. They have no respect to the elders and everything. And lastly, this generation, madam, they avoid to grow up. When you want to theme them so that they can grow up, they avoid. They see you as a nonsense. You're talking.
And nuisance.
Yes, nuisance. Too critical generation. And their parents, madam, I came to realize that they are very soft even to bring this generation up. And therefore, this brings us a point to talk and mentor these students so that they can become substantial people in future who can stand on their own. I think that is what I can say, Madam KOIMA, on my side.
Thank you for starting us off very, very well. Madam, what is your take?
Good morning, good afternoon, boys. This is the most lovely topic we can ever discuss in the midst of the teenagers. Because in the first instance, the young generation of today, you are growing at a time when a lot of things that were not there in the past have cropped in. We have technology in our midst. We have so many things that have changed, including our learning criteria in the schools, including the learning environment in which we learn in, including the discipline, in the mode in which we are disciplined as the current generation. So the challenges that we are facing that have really interfered with the education of this particular era is a very big challenge. For one, the generation of today is a generation that hardly have the fear of the Lord in themselves. They hardly go to church, and when they talk to go to church, some of them are pushed and coerced to go and seek God. Whereas when you look at the Bible says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of what?
Knowledge.
So when we grow up not fearing the Lord, to me we do not have the wisdom. And as just Mwalimu has said, we shall also, when we are not going to have the wisdom, we're not going to fear the Lord. We are going to have the challenges such as indiscipline that have cropped in our schools. We don't have challenges such as the consumption of what? Drugs. To the point that students even carry drugs inside their biscuits. They carry drugs inside Omo to school.
Right.
They carry drugs in whatever form that they can carry it. They can reconnect it and change it to whatever thing that they can carry it to what? To school. And because of such, they don't have spiritual guidance. They also don't have parental what? Guidance. So we find that because of these two, our children, the innocent ones, you are being given because of desperation of hunger in schools. You borrow biscuits that you don't know that with what? Biscuits. At the end of the day, we are initiated into what? The blood gets addicted to the consumption of drugs.
Sure.
So the school, you are in school, but already addicted to what? Drugs.
And they even take them to the dormitory, those drug abuses, such as alcohol, bangies, and everything.
Yeah, they carry them. So you find that your teacher is in class, like Mwalimu is teaching, not knowing he's teaching a student who had consumed what? Bang in the morning.
Sure.
So such a student will see Mwalimu as wasting his time when the teacher is before him in class. He can never digest that thing. Because once, those drugs cause hallucinations. You understand? Yes. You are here and you imagine you've already built a 7th floor somewhere. So the teacher is struggling here to make you understand that your future is bright, and you're seeing, is Mwalimu not seeing that I'm already having 7 floors? So at the end of the day, some of them even get to what? Grab the teachers and fight them.
That's wonderful.
So education, that's everything up. We still have a session to go.
Yeah, thank you for your very wonderful insights. Mr. Kuya, what do you have to say about this?
Okay, one thing I can say, most of students are bad in their calendars. Like you want to manage your time in school when you are in form 4. That's when you discuss yourself that you can wake up either. But the exam is starting from form 1. So the pressure that we have, that today we have exam. So for us not to have the exam, we want to strike. Okay? For us to not having the exam, let us ban the school. So your timetable is behind your curriculum as the school is going. Another thing, you want to be like somebody that you finish the school, that you feel like Mwita was at Taranganya, alichoma shule was the bazoo. So what? So you want to be like Mwita. For you, one thing, let me tell you, for you to be in the timetable, work hard, let your April put in the timetable of the school. But you have never seen in any school, Mwita alichoma shule, akaupa timetable. So one thing, don't be influenced on what people have done, but do your side, do your part. Another thing is when you see like mnalingana na mwalimu, it's because unaenda gym, unaona kama babako ni police, that's your dad. That's your dad. Whatever your dad has is not yours. One day your dad will die and you remain with nothing. So you must make and give your life yourself. So some people wanasema hata nikipata D+, tenda jeshi, my dad has a connection. There's no connection. Finish school and then you know connection is between you and God. And then as the way Madam has said, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of the world, of the knowledge and the beginning of everything. So if you start praying God during the exam time, jump into. Hello? So if you want God to answer your prayer, every day visit God. So if you fear God, there's no way you will never money. That's your parent. Another thing, if you fear God, there's no way you can ban a school. So first thing, guys, another thing, work hard. If you work hard, there's no way you will never strike. I don't care if I'm going to strike my friend. Are you normal? Because you have started in yourself. I think as we go, we shall do more.
Thank you very much. Kwa hiyo our fourth speaker is a parent, mzazi. Kwa sababu ya wazazi wengine, nitakuruhusu ueleze kwa Kiswahili kwa sababu sasa wewe umewakilisha wazazi wote. Karibu sana.
Jana umeshinda ajira. Tukirudi nyuma kabisa kutokana na mambo ya masomo, kweli jaribu kufuatilia nyuma masomo ya watoto waliokuwa wakisoma, wale watoto wa zamani, tuchukulia miaka, tuseme miaka 80 mpaka 90. Miaka hiyo ukijaribu kuangalia watoto walikuwa na nidhamu. Nidhamu ya sasa hivi iko chini sana kwa watoto. Ndio naongelea kwamba sasa hivi watoto hawachukulia masomo kama jinsi wale wengine wa nyuma walikuwa.
Kwa sababu gani?
Sasa sababu hasa sasa hivi watoto wameingilia katika ile hali ya kidijitali. Unaona? Mtoto anaweza amua, sasa hivi ukijaribu kuangalia mtoto anaweza amua kusiputa kusoma akitumia mwenzake kwa kusoma. Unaona? Mtoto anaweza amua yule aende amwandikie notes zake, alafu amletee asome. Yeye mwenyewe hajatenda ile class. Unaona? Kwa hivyo kusoma atasoma, lakini hata yapata yale jinsi vile labda mwalimu alikuwa akifanya. Kwa hivyo tukirudi nyuma, watoto wa sasa hivi wanachukulia masomo, wamechukulia pesa. Lakini mkijua vizuri sana, mkifuatilia kutoka nyuma, watu wa zamani walikuwa wakisoma wakiwa wamemaliza. Kwa hivyo sasa hivi tuna watoto wamechukulia masomo ni kuja shule.
Ndio.
Mwingine wanakuja tu shule. Unaona?
Yaani aonekane kwamba ameenda shuleni, awe tu darasani, mwalimu aje, aongee, aende bila kujua kwamba anafaa kushika mambo fulani ambayo mwalimu anafunza. Yaani kwake yeye shule ni kama sehemu ya kupitia tu, yaani like a routine. Yaani kama stage ambayo kama stage ambayo yaani unafaa upite tu na uende, lakini hakuna kitu cha maana ambacho unafaa ukichukue. Asante sana.
Kitu cha pili kabla hujaendelea, kuna baadhi ya vitu ambavyo vinasababisha hao watoto. Kitu cha kwanza, vilevi vilikuwa vingi kwa wanafunzi. Mtoto ameenda na so vilevi tena navyo vimeingia sana kwa shule. Hivyo vinasababisha hawana habari na mambo ya kusoma.
Unamaanisha vitu kama pombe, bangi.
Unaona, hasa vitu vile vinavyosababisha watoto wa akili yani yuko shule lakini kimwili, lakini kiakili hayuko shule. Sababu ako ndani ya darasa lakini ni mlevi. Mwalimu anafundisha, amekaa tu anamwangalia vizuri sana, lakini ni mtu anayekaa. Kwa hivyo baada ya hicho vinasababisha watoto wa sasa wanakosa kufanya vizuri kwa sababu ya hiyo. Lakini ukiangalia ukirudi nyuma, watoto wale walikuwa na nidhamu. Na kitu ulevi unajua ilikuwa ni watu wazee. Si mtoto mdogo. Hapana. Kufuta sigara mtoto asingekuwa hata sigara. Sigara ilikuwa ya watu wazee. Bangi ni wazee wale wa vijijini. Sio shule.
Sasa mzazi, samahani nikuulize swali. Umeeleza vizuri sana. Wadhani kwa mawazo yako ya kwamba hawa wanafunzi wakija shuleni wakiwa hivyo na dawa za kulevya na vitu vingi, alafu wakipata labda punishment fulani kutoka kwa shule, unadhani wazazi kulenja wanachukuliaje? Kwa sababu mara nyingi nimeangalia wazazi wengine wanakuja wanasema, kwa nini umenichapia mtoto? Kwa nini umenifukuzia mtoto wangu kutoka shuleni? Mtoto wangu ni mzuri. Wanaanza kuwatetea. Je, mawazo yako na advice, ile ushauri unaweza pea wazazi wengine ni upi?
Asante, nashukuru. Wazazi kwa kweli kabla hajaamua kufanya kitendo ama hajakuja kujua tatizo la mtoto wake amefukuzwa kwa nini, lazima akuje aulize. Sio kuingilia mtoto wangu kwa nini umempiga. Na lazima uweze ukampiga mtoto ama kumpea adhabu bila makosa. Unaona, wazazi wengine wana ile mawazo, unajua tena kusoma nako ni vizuri. Unapata wazazi wengine labda hajaenda shule. Na unajua yeye mwenyewe ana uhakika mtoto wake labda amepiga. Lakini kumbe yule mtoto kule shuleni anafanya nini? Kwa hivyo kabla hajafanya chochote, kabla hajafanya mambo yote ambayo inakuhusu, aje mpaka pale kwa yule mwalimu aliyemwadhibu mtoto wake, amuulize hivi, huyu mtoto alikuwa na tatizo gani? Ndio baada ya hapo sasa tutapata suluhisho. Lakini usichukulie tu kwamba mtoto wako ni mzuri na ili hali hujajua shida ilikuwa.
Asante sana mzazi. Thank you ladies and the lady. Let us now get to hear from the students. I'm very, very sure they also have what to say. Now boys, you've heard what our guests have talked about. Are you in agreement with them? Are the things we are saying valid? And why is it that you behave the way you do? And when I say this, I think you understand, we don't necessarily mean you as an individual. You are representing so many. You are representing students in our nation. You are representing students in East Africa. You are representing all learners in the whole world. Now, why do you think students or learners behave the way they do? Ni kwa sababu gani inawasababisha sasa wanakuwa hivyo? Stand up then. Mention your name, school, and your class.
I'm actually named from TARANGANYA Boys School.
Excuse me, can you be louder, please?
I'm actually named from TARANGANYA Boys School. From 3 years old. What I want to say, most students lack guidance and counseling in schools.
They lack guidance and counseling in schools. Yeah?
So you find it's a school that there's no guidance and counseling that you can tell the pupils the benefits of education. So it leads to people to drop out of school, and to burn in the school, and even in disputes in school.
Correct. Now, I want to understand your point. What you mean is that there is no like that, like general guidance and counseling, general mentorship. The counseling that happens in school linear individual. Mtoto anaonekana kama ana shida fulani, anaitwa tu yeye binafsi, anazungumziwa. But wale wengine wote, they need counseling, hata kama ni mwerevu, hata kama tabia ni nzuri,
hata kama hajafanya makosa, anatakikana apate ushauri.
Wow, I think you have a point. Thank you very, very much. So one of the causes, lack of proper guidance and counseling. Thank you. Another one? You there? Don't forget to mention your name, then be loud.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm Dan Goku. I learn at TARANGANYA Boys High School. With me, I would like to say that the reason as to why we don't like the education or we do not like learning is that as youth, we have bad mentors. You get that, for example, let me take as a musician. You get a musician, sing songs, but at the back, he says drugs like bang, alcohol. And now when the students get to know that the musician is addicted to the bang and does not have
And
any
he's
effect,
famous, and he's got money.
is rich, and to him or her thinks that maybe with me also I can do the same and be rich.
Wow.
So he intend to be like him. He start taking that and he gets addicted and works on it.
And they also imitate the way that person dresses, dances,
The way they make their hair.
the way they make their hair. That's maybe the reason why some youths have started making more hair.
Sticks.
Sticks, isn't it? All right, we are getting it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Sure.
I love the maturity in these boys. Yeah, another point, you at the very back there, then be loud enough.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Brani Gitarimita. What I like to say is this. What makes the students of nowadays not to consider the learning so much is punishment. And when they are given punishment, they consider that they are being discriminated. When they are being given punishment when they are wrong, they see that they are being discriminated. This has influenced many of the children dropping out of school. And also, if he is punished, you go like that, he will never come back. That's the reason. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. Now he's mentioning a very, very important point here. He's saying punishment. Number one, like a punishment like which one, for example?
Hey, my name's Boniface Musa. I'm from Tubulun Taranganya Boys. I'd like to emphasize on this point. I think punishment, like in case it was end term and the students did an exam. You know very well I did not pass. Yes, as students, we don't, yes, even us we like to be punished. Like at an extent, even you are a teacher, you can see how we punish our students. Let's say it's chemistry, they've been taken to the lab or to the department. One teacher teaches you chemistry, but you can be treated by 10 teachers. They teach biology or physics. Now you see that brings a lot of pressure in our students.
Yeah, so the first type of punishment is caning. It at times goes to the extreme. Thank you very much. Another punishment.
Can I ask him, young man, can I ask you a question? Because you mentioned some science department. I'm a teacher of science. So I want to ask you, please stand up. You said your name is who?
Boniface.
Yes, Boniface. Yes. So do you think which form of a punishment is good for you when you fail exam?
Yes, like it's good for me to be punished.
Yes.
Yes, not bad. Like the teacher of biology, yes, I have failed chemistry and biology and physics. I come today, I became chemistry, tomorrow biology, and the same teacher of chemistry comes when he came yesterday with the subject. Today he came again to teach me biology. Now you see that tomorrow, the other day physics. Now you can see now that it brings a lot of pressure to our students.
Yeah, so there are some negative attitudes.
Yeah,
and my friend, do you think the removal of the corporal punishment by the government, Ministry of Education, from students, so that the teachers can stop maybe punishing those corporal punishment our parents like this Muse used to receive those days? Do you think, my boy, that it is nice for you? How do you think about it?
I think even me, yes, I did an exam. I know I felt so bad. my parents at home are so worried. They paid for me school fees like in first term 20,000 and 20,000. Even me, yes, I feel bad. But yes, but I can't imagine 3 teachers they teach me one subject. Just take it. At least the teacher who teaches me chemistry, come and came me.
Alright.
Well, the teacher who teaches me mathematics, come and came me chemistry. Now you can see how.
We've got your point. Thank you very, very much. Apart from caning, which other punishment?
No. Thanks for giving me this golden opportunity. I'm Gideon Salon from Taranganya Boys High School from Tupako. I would like to emphasize on what my friend has said. It is not that we are punished. Sometimes we fail in exams, but the teacher will not take time to guide me and tell me that you've done this wrong. He will just take you and go and cane you, and he leaves you like that. He doesn't come and explain to you that you have done this, please, this is the right way to go. No, he will just punish you. That's the only thing he can do. So you have to advise you. Yeah, to go away like that. So you will have that pain in your heart. You will take it bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you mean that some teachers are inhumane to you?
Yes, you feel like that, but it's not true bad.
That's
Like you feel like that.
the feeling of the student, and at the end of the day, it makes that student hate school.
Yeah,
correct.
but if a teacher can just come, maybe even if it punishes you, he have to guide you and tell you that this is the right. You have to do this and this and this. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Salaon. Another punishment now apart from caning.
Thank you for this golden opportunity. This school acting judge from Turin. Another form of punishment is this. It's under boarding part. We found that most students don't like reading. Yeah, so when you look at most developed countries, the students go on what they like to do. Yeah, but when we come here, we are being forced to do something that we don't like. Yeah, you can be forced to do some sciences, and maybe you end up finishing school, they don't help. And yet you can recall at the back, you are being caned inhumanly. So that does not make students feel happy.
Yeah, they just feel like they are wasting their time.
Yeah.
I like your level of thinking.
Yes,
He's
and
thinking
I feel
better than most adults, actually.
I feel like it's a feeling that if the education management, especially the Kenya Ministry of Education can change maybe the education system.
Of which it is changing anyway.
Changed anyway from the
it is being
CBC.
changed from 844 to CBC. But you have a point. Thank you very much.
Look at the boarding when you are in class. You read up to 10. For example, a teacher can come and find you sleeping, and the teacher can just beat you with a game that can leave you wondering your seat. But instead of the teacher taking you to wake up, telling you to wake up and ask you, why are you sleeping? What is the point of you sleeping? You see, so the teacher has to ask you, why are you sleeping and what is the cause? Maybe you can be sick, and at the end of the day, the teacher against you. Then you see, I don't like school. Yeah, school is boring.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I have one last one. Any other person? A different mode of punishment.
My name is Yus Marino from Form 2 Orange. There I would just like to say something that you teachers were not noticed. You know, when a student starts to drop beards, and the teacher of mathematics have beards. Now we can't tell you anything. You know,
you feel like
you are a man now. So the teacher is trying to insist you to do something. You say that huyu jamaa atanifanyia nini? Atabi sasa uko na beards haoni tunatoshana. Kitu kama hiyo sasa.
Yeah, we will respond to that. I like that. Thank you. Another person with a different point.
Yes, thank you. Madam, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Jonathan Machuni from Trey Orient. Under a form of punishment is, you can find that the teacher give a student a work to do, and yet that student
please be categorical. Which form of work?
form of work like digging somewhere, a deep soil, and that student at home he doesn't do that work. And that
is about town.
Yes, that student so that his or her hand can be hard, and because of that, that student think how he can also escape that work.
Yeah. Thank you. So, to you, you're saying the manual work as a form of punishment to others. That is what irritates them. Very, very good. Aya, can we go to another one? Another thing that makes school uncomfortable. Now, apart from punishment, let us leave punishments at that. We go to another one. Yes, you there. Yeah. Stand up. Say your name. No. Go back. Yeah. Be loud. Ensure that you're loud enough, please.
Thank you for this opportunity. I'm called Davis from 3 Red in Taranganya Boys School. What I may say about this millennial teenagers vis-a-vis education is that by now, if you consider by this our time now, we are being pressed by this pressure of modern life. You find that if we look at our life now, the way we grow with the life that our parents were, it is somehow different. You find that our parents, there are something that they didn't use, but for us, we have them, and we need to access them so that we feel satisfied. Like for example, if you take having phones at home, you find that us, we like phones, and after one had that phone, you find that you engage in many things, and after you engage in all these things, you forget about learning. And when you're in school, you just feel that you get addicted to that phone. So when you're in school, you feel like somehow you need to have that your phone.
Was there.
You need your phone. Somehow you visit Facebook, FB, Twitter, somehow. But by that time, you are needed to focus on your studies, so at least you make your future life. And by the time that mwalimu is in class, you just look at the teacher, and somehow, let me say for example maths, a teacher of maths comes in, and with the topic you don't understand somehow, and you take it as, so why is this mwalimu disturbing himself, and me yet I'm not somehow feeling for this topic.
So you're not getting it.
You don't understand. Even if he brings another formula, you don't understand. So you feel like you need just to leave the classroom and go and settle somewhere.
Other things, yes.
You think on something else. Then again, about in life now, you find that students at home there, the way your parents brought you up, you find some, the parents didn't even, if you do something like any mistake, he doesn't correct. He only say, my son, just be, I know you'll be good. But some parents, they really do something that is good when he punishes the child, so that at least you will feel that, my parent, somehow this one was not good for me, so that's why he have punished me. But you find some parents, unaachwa tu analegea sana, and that is not good for us as students. So when you come into school, you find it somehow hard. You want the teachers to treat you the way your parents do treat you at home, and that is not the work for the teachers.
Very good. We shall weigh in on that point. A very, very good point. Yeah, I would like you to talk as much as possible because the show is meant for you. Another issue. You there? Yeah. Be loud. Be loud.
Thanks for the opportunity. My name is
3 Green. Oma, can you raise your voice?
I would like to emphasize on my
what my friend have just said. Many parents work at home. They don't understand what students are doing at this stage. Maybe your parents knows that in your village, many of your age mates are having fun. But if you try yourself and make it out and have one, you will try to take it away from you, telling you that you be the way they used to be back then.
During their days,
yes,
when they didn't have phones.
Yes, you will try to make it be the way they were brought up. But you don't understand the time that everything changes by the time. Then that feeling, if you come with it to school, then a teacher comes in, tell you that do this, and yet you are saying, how come the teacher tells me to do this? Yet another, maybe you did a mistake, but for sure you are not the person who did it. It's a misunderstanding. The teacher goes ahead, not asking of what you did. You just come
and
punish it. Yet you are not the person who did the mistake. That will create hatred between you and teachers. When that hatred will not make you concentrate when the teacher come to class and teaches you something. You not even concentrate about it.
Thank you very much. Maybe one last one.
Thank you for this golden opportunity. My name is Frederick. I'm coming from Quality Purple. Another point which makes students find school life uncomfortable is lack of motivational skills. So here, this is whereby people do things with influence of others regardless of the prevailing circumstance. When a person is self-motivated, he or she will be self-driven and will not want close supervision. For example, let me pick this example. In the year 2017, the Form 4 student KCSE, it happened that 65% were forced or were influenced by their parents, teachers, and relatives to select courses which they were not interested in. Parents may influence you to do something, but he or she may not know that you are interested in something. So that being another point which makes people find or students find school life comfortable.
Wow. Thank you very, very much.
Okay, thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm called Guto Philip from Taranganya Boys from Tublu. So my points, I think the problem is in academic. Nowadays, if you go to various schools, you see the teachers in the school just focus on academics only. And the students need some time to rest. Also, they can refresh their brains. They need to have some games to enjoy themselves. They need also that they can be practice. They can practice about even their talents, improve their talents. So if you get maybe a student has a talent and the school doesn't practice any kind of a talent, so he found the environment so very bored, and that make him saying, instead I drop the school and go search anywhere where I can improve my talent, or if it is impossible, I drop the school, or I search for another school, and or maybe if he tries to explain and tell the teachers, the response they are being given doesn't realize to them. Just making them to sneak out from the schools and making some things, and even sometimes you see maybe a teacher respond to a child or a student not good. And that is what is causing the student to disobey the teacher. Because you find maybe I did a mistake, and for a teacher to come and correct me, first of all, he come and consult the case, and then he talks to me, even if it is a punishment, but he just comes, maybe he doesn't ask for what was wrong. He come, he punish me, maybe he reports even to a parent back home that you did something bad, and you know your parents at that time, your parents wasn't present there. So imagine, hey, my son or my daughter has done a very big thing in the school, and that, so if you go home, they also talk to you badly, and then you feel like you should be yourself. You search somewhere. So you get them dropping out from school. They don't reach homes. That's why you see our sisters, they drop out from the schools. They don't reach homes. They just get married from the roads. Yeah. So, and even boys, they just even drop and search for some courses. Later on is when they come home. So that is what is causing. So when the school is, when we are in school, we need also time that we can discuss with our teachers. We need time that we can discuss with our parents. We need time to have some fresh time so that we can even refresh our brain, so that even if we are reading, we understand. You know, if you are focusing in something, you can just work hard and too much so that the thing doesn't even stick there. That's why we are being advised to work smart, not hard. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I feel at this point we can maybe respond to whatever they've said. So I'll give each one time, you will respond to what has made sense to you. We will come back to you students and make sure every one of you, baada ya hiki kikao uwe umefanya nini? Umeongea. Sawa sawa. Now in the next session we shall go after those, I will go for those people who have not yet said anything. Don't leave this place without saying a thing surely. Now I can start with you, Mzazi.
Katika kwa masomo, jinsi tunavyojua, masomo yana mambo yanatabaka mbalimbali. Mfano, yule mwanafunzi ameongea jambo ambalo ameongelea kuhusu ni kwamba masomo lazima usome. Lakini kuna baadhi ya vitu fulani unaweza fanya kwa kupitia kwa masomo. Kwa mfano michezo. Kuna baadhi ya watu wengine ama wanafunzi wako na ile talent aina fulani, yani ukimweka kwa mfano kwa mpira anaweza akafanya vizuri sana. Kuna wachezaji wengi sana ambao tunaosikia katika ulimwengu. Unaona? Labda katika kwa masomo labda alikuwa hana ile uzito kabisa kwa masomo. Lakini kupitia kwa masomo, kwa michezo alifanya vizuri. Unaweza pata kwa kukimbia. Kuna wakimbiaji Kenya. Kenya inajulikana hasa sana kwa upande wa wakimbiaji. So inafaa hawa watoto kulingana na jinsi ninavyojua. Kuna mtoto anaweza kuwa anapenda kukimbia sana, lakini anakosa ile nafasi. Kwa hivyo akipata ile nafasi, unaweza pata kwa masomo labda afanye vizuri, lakini kwa masomo anaweza fanya vizuri zaidi.
Kwa michezo anaweza kufanya vizuri zaidi.
Anaweza akafanya vizuri zaidi.
Kwa hiyo unakubaliana naye kwamba wapewe nafasi ya kufanya mambo yale. Yani tusipe elimu, yani ile elimu ya darasani kipaumbele sana. Wakati ambapo hata utakuta kwa maisha ya kawaida zile talanta ndizo zinazolipa kushinda hata career. Kwa hivyo wapewe nafasi. Asante sana. What about you?
I think another thing wakati mmoja wetu alisema about ile mentor unaangalia. Like some of people like me being Mr. Kuria, there's something somebody saying like, hey, this man is very young, anavaa suti nzuri, so I want to be like that person. So for you young man, you need to look for a mentor. Most of people unasikia about song, maisha ni yangu. So unaambia mwalimu maisha ni yangu. So hauna shida na hiyo, hauna shida kusaidia forward. So unasikia wanasema maisha ni yangu, sijui wote, ukinywa bangi, unapata system kwa kichwa. So those things inafanya mtu anaenda back. But look at this, ukikuwa a student favor, you look like I want to be like Mr. So and so, ni mwalimu wa maths. So I want to be a teacher, so I want to be like Mr. So and so. So another thing ni sisi kuwa mamenta watu wengine. Example, maybe mimi naweza kuwa mentor mtu fulani. So nikikunywa pombe, I'm very sure my son mwenye beni na mentor atakunywa pombe. Another thing, hizo songs ndio tunaangalia tumekuwa tumeona mentor wetu sasa ni Google. Anything you want boy sasa ni Google. So unapata mwanafunzi amepatia assignment nyumbani lakini anataka kuigoogle. Like this question ilishafanywa na shule fulani, anataka kucopy hapo away. So things zinakuwa hivi. But mwalimu akiletea kwa class unapata ana content lakini ukiangalia assignment amefanya vizuri kwa sababu aligoogle na akatoa kwa network akaweka. But nikifika class tunashinda mwanafunzi what's not happening. Another thing about punishment, parents. Kweli parents wamekuwa shida. Like example to me, if my parents hawakuwa kichwa ngumu, nisingekuwa niko. So unakuja nyumbani, unajua mwalimu akikupani, tunasema kwani mwalimu ananipani? Mbona ananipani?
Na nyumbani.
But mzazi, ushaisikia mtu ametuma nyumba yao? Nobody ashaichoma shule. aishe chombo ni pao, lakini shule zinachomeka because once mzazi wako akikuchapa atakuvunja na bado utamuita mama, si ndio? Atakuvunja bado utamuita baba, no way you can go. But wazazi sometimes ni kwa wazazi tunabembeza tu, tunawachapa pole pole, usichape mtoto wangu, so hata anakuja shule na kiburi, na akitoka hapo akikuja apate D+ anakuja nyumbani. And then another thing kwa wazazi bado pia, don't discriminate your sons. Mikono ni tano na zilingani. Kuna mtoto mwenye haelewi masomo but is good in another profession, si ndio? And then another thing kwa career nikiongeza, once mtoto amemaliza form 4, wacha tu mtoto achague kitu anataka. My parents used to want me to nifanye daktari, but I went being a pastor. Mimi niliamua nikaenda nikakuwa pastor, and I'll eat very good. I'm get paid because nilisoma. So nikikwambia nimesoma theology na niko na degree, I think akijua about leadership ya church, ukiwa na degree in that, you are good. So wakati naambia mtoto wako nataka kuwa daktari, mtoto daktari anapata wapi na chemistry alivia exam? Akienda huko maisha inakuwa ngumu campus, si ndio? Kwa sababu ana content ya hiyo biology. So akiamua aende afanye hata afanye course nyingine tofauti, hata keka ako sawa. At the end anakuwa chief. Bwana sifiwe. Tuko sawa? So another thing kwa student, kusoma is upon you. Utasoma ni miaka 4. Ukimaliza it's you to amua. Hiyo gate, I think our school be gate from fail kwa karibu na gate. And then mwalimu anakuambia that's your life. I get pay slip. What's you? So after maliza shule, does your level of education ama your grade, italeta pay slip kama Mr. fulani. And then another thing kwa walimu, niguse mwalimu. Na kitu walimu wanatuambianga wanafunzi mpaka tunaona. Anaambia wewe rara tu, tarara mpaka ukufe. So hizo vitu hazipatii motisha mwanafunzi. Ati naombe angalau niwe nakaa mwendo wazimu. So huyu mtu anaona kama mwalimu amesha ni undergrade chi. Sasa tunaona huyu mtu akipita exam anatembea hivi. So akija clear lesson anasema anataka kuona mwalimu fulani. Unaona? Mwalimu fulani. Kwa sababu kuna motivation walimu wapatiana. Ile motivation anasema hata kama mwanafunzi amekosea, just calm down. Mwambie tu I see a potential in you. Si ndio? Ndio ana potential ya maths ndio unafunza, lakini kwa Kiswahili ameiva. Unaweza kuwa mtangazaji wa habari. Mtangazaji wa habari haina maths, si ndio? Lakini ukiona potential kwa mwanafunzi, just go for it. Ipik muinue. Some of us, our teachers, wanakula vizuri. Sasa nikikumbuka ile mwalimu mpea subject yake, nikiwa na mimi nikimtumia, si ana feel poa.
Kabisa.
Mwalimu kitumia sasa na mimi na mwanafunzi. You feel like that's my son. That's like example ningekuwa nasoma hapa and then niseme uliona jamaa vaa suti, used to be my son in school. You are proud. Lakini ukiambia mwanafunzi ng'ombe, wewe umefeli, unakaa simple boy. You see that, so teachers and parents, you feel as youth because you want to see what's there.
So yahitaji tuwe daktari.
Hey,
confession is power.
Confession is power. What you confess your mother, that's what I wanted to say.
Proverbs 18:18.
Yeah. What you confess is what you
possess.
What you possess. So vile mtu anasema eti sijui mimi ni mwanafunzi niko dormant, that's you. But ukisema I want to be strong, you wake up early in the morning, you pray, you read the word of God, go and soma, unapata kitu kutoka nayo shule.
Thank you very much, madam. What is your take?
My take. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. When I talk to leaders, I'm not talking to principals, I'm talking to engineers. Bwana Yesu asifiwe.
Amen.
I put my heart soul away when given to address great leaders of the nation and speaking very feeble and weak. Don't are not the leaders you're raising. Remember, you're speaking to a great multitude outside there. So be vibrant when you speak and mean what you say. You have the power. Most of the first thing I'm going to talk about the rest. I'll add to what Malini said. The parent thing, the first thing. You cannot be fine. Uko na talanta ya kukimbia mpira, si ndio? Ukikimbia mpira kwa village, you be village what? Can you finish in the village what? Champion. You run in your village and the record will remain that you don't know who you are. Alikuwa mwanariadha shupavu kwa hii village what? You'll marry the same village, die in the same village. Are we there? So when you must go the ladder of education, no matter how weak in the education you are, be disciplined to your teachers. Jaribu ngangane kwa ladder. By the time you get to the university, when they shall be making a panel to look for the best athletes in the university, you shall go. And by then you shall be running the world, not the village. So your talent does not break your education. However feeble and weak you are, yes, I'm a pastor. If I'm educated, I'll preach to great people. I'll not go pick my mother tongue engineer somewhere because I'll be preaching to people of different what? Because I have to speak the language to them to understand the will of God in heaven. I don't go there with my mother tongue and my naiveness to preach to them. the session shall be so boring to them, they'll walk away. So I've got to go through the education system first. I'm seeking for my potentiality and my talent. But I've got to go, school has to go through me first to change my what? Mode of conduct. To give me the standard. How do I present myself before people? Will you learn that in your village, with your career, with your whatever talent? How do I associate with people? How do I talk with people? How do I dress if I'm going to post a panel? That you only learn that through school. You never learn it through your talent. So for one even to explore their talent and bring the maximum out of their talent, you've got to go through the school system. It's going to equip you and mold you to be a very good athlete. Tell me which of our athletes has not gone to school? Is there any? Even the musicians that we speak of today, is there any that never went to school totally? Do they speak French language? Do they know how to dress well? Do they know how to cook well? They went through school first. And we've got to go through school first for our talents. I go to the university and speak for a big, I'll sing for a very great people. And somebody somewhere, even from the United States, tell me, sister, come and bless me in the United States. Where have I gotten my link? From people that are around. You'll only get, a friend used to tell me when I was in high school, I used to have some boyfriend that used to come to our place. He was my boyfriend because he was at Nairobi boys, and I was at some other school in Migori. He used to tell me that things will wait. If you go to be my friend permanently, let's meet the ladder of education up there. So I'm seeking for those prominent people to get attached to them. I've got to struggle so that I gain title, I gain certificates, I gain that self-esteem and self-respect. It shall link me to great people. But if you want your talent down here, it shall link you to the village champions of the village. And I wonder where you go. That's the first thing. There's something I was listening about the technology. Where's are we there?
Yes.
How many of us have phones at home? And just be honest, You're not going to freeze them from me. How many of us have phones? How do we use our phones? Technology is not bad, but how do we use technology? Technology can either harm you or mold you. The teacher gives you assignment, you don't want to do the assignment. You're busy chatting with girls the whole night. You're busy on the pornographic movies the whole night. Huh? At the end of the day, you expect to be somebody prominent. The phone that you have for the first thing, it's not yours. Your mother bought it for you. Did you buy it? So do you even have a single money that you're telling the teacher, you know, the teacher has Kamulika Muiz and does not even know have a very expensive smartphone. Technology. As a student, your life has to be lived. You've got to live a disciplined life. I have my phone. What does God tell Cain? Cain, sin is knocking at your door, but master it. There are things that will knock at our door when we're growing, but we've got to take charge of them. I say, fine, I have my phone. Phone, you should not control me. I've got to control you. I have a dream.
Yeah,
that's when you
powerful.
choose. Yeah. You choose what to take from your phone and what not to. I have smartphones, but the apps, I don't visit totally. You'll never find me. I'll put you not see me visiting, I will never find me, my brother. Why? Technology has come at such a time. Those who want to be vibrant, those who want to be successful, you've got to take charge of technology and remain to write history that when we were growing up, the youth used to visit what? Pornographic sites, used to visit the world, but I outstood. I wasn't involved. And what I normally tell the young youth, in the long run, look at those who consider the pornographic movies and their talents, how far their talents went. And look at those who are disciplined and know, this is my phone, I'm using it for communication, I'm using it to make research on topics I do not understand it. Let the phone be of importance to you. Let it be an addition to your life. Let it add value to you. Because some of us, the phone is withdrawing the value from us. It withdraws my potential to understand chemistry. You see, it's by the end of the day, as the phone helped you, the phone has taken all that you had. So the phone is full and you're what? Empty. And then you're looking for a better life. The other thing is parental. Like right now we are running a session that's very vital. The parents are bringing it today. Boys, the parents, we don't have something called discipleship. Our parents used to disciple us. You graduate from school, the parents today, we don't have time. Am I lying?
Yeah.
I'm lying?
No.
We don't have time for our children. No. I get from work, I'm busy, nani pika huko, nimefungua ka TV channel. I want to watch the current soap. I don't even know whether my boy was molested in the day. I don't even know whether somebody abused my boy that is feeling low self-esteem. I don't even share, mommy, I don't have pads. Mommy, I don't have this. Mommy, I feel like you should buy me this. We are very busy. So if you're very busy, you can't have time for your own child. Who shall have time for them? The society outside is very cruel, very harsh, very violent on them. We only see them what? As people who are not worried. The other thing, we come back home, the child, we don't even have fears. Mami nilikuwa nataka yajamaliza, nitakupatia hiyo pesa wewe ununue. We don't give our children what? Attention. The other thing, we don't even tell them, Papa, this is what's wrong, this is what's right. And it has not begun with you boys. I blame it all to the conditions from your ECD. Every evening was Mama coming to school. So if you develop that mutual relationship with your parents, that if you feel something is wrong in school, before you get it to the teacher, Mommy, how are you seeing it? The words from your mother will give you strength. How many of us are good friends to our parents? Very good that Mommy knows you in and out. In such a case, Mommy, I have a challenge. Speaking of to watch pornographic movies, Mommy, you pray with me or just help me. I'm addicted. How many of us can confess?
Can you do that?
Then you call your mommy, she's your good friend. Mommy, so and so alikuwa niambia nikule biscuits. Like so and so alikuwa kunivuta tuende hapa. Do you tell them? You go and tell them, Mama ajibambe na maisha ya. Finally, when it's too tough, you've been drained, you can no longer perform in class, Mommy can't stay. The word of the Lord tells us, the fifth commandment, honor your father and your what? And in the other book, Ephesians tells, so that your days may be what? Long on earth. So what honor do you give them? I give them most respectable person. In the village, watoto wananionyesha, siko kama mtoto wa nani, I've honored my mother. At least people will come to my mother consulting. Na mtoto wako anakuanga close na wewe. Na Simone akiwa na shida shuleni, tell me the secrets. So we should learn such aspects in life. To be very close to our parents. To know how to manage. Technology has come, my brother, like a 4G network. Yeah. It's come and greater network are going to come. That are going to take half of us. So if you cannot master it and choose to be prominent people. The other thing, the teachers we have today, God bears many witness. The last teachers of the last sessions were called, teaching is a call, not a profession. Teaching, preaching, and medicine is a call. That's why somebody can lead his family like that because somebody is dying in a hospital. Wow. It's a call. They were called to save life. Teachers were called in the past to mold people who are nobody to become somebody. But the teachers of today, some of them stole exams and got A. They were taken to the universities. They didn't perform. They were released to go down, and some of them did dismissed from school. What was the last learning option? Teaching. They came to teach us history and what? Theory. She does not have the heart of a teacher in them. So she does not even know. If the past teachers choose to know there's a child coming from a very poor family. There's a child who comes, hajakunywa breakfast. He has come with his bag closed. And may God open the word inside the bag. Sabunya 20 bob, na kiwi 20. This boy has got to survive the school the whole time. He has not told the teacher what he has. He goes to class, the teacher is here harassing him, stupid. You marry your danda. The boy sits this way, not because it's not right, he cannot concentrate. The teacher has had a salt his injury. He's trying to recall the frustrations he's left back at home. Because the one the teacher is adding to him in class. Will such a person survive? If you say, if the home is so hostile, and the school is more hostile, what do? I go back home and marry. At class 7, drop out. So that we do what? Drops and we drop life together and go on. So that's a challenge in our teachers. The teachers, we are asking us to have a heart for our children. We shall. We are asking us, when a child comes and you see one is grooming, have that passion. Because you're raising a generation and God shall give us the reward. One day, one time, when we shall be going somewhere in an hostel, so feeble and weak, grown, old, the boy that you had molded to be somebody will come and hold your hands on that line. Wow. Teacher, you made me to be somebody. How to pick a panga line? You might have seen in that hospital with a bill that you cannot pay. only to realize the managing director of that hospital is a student. Teacher, you've stayed in the hospital for long. Until why did I see you? You gave me hope when I was in my phone. You know, teacher, your bill is cleared. Go home. Wow. You might be going to an airport somewhere. You don't even know how you're going to go. You find the students. That's what we call link. Are we together? Yes. Teacher, I'm taking you up. God has blessed me. Now he's working in America. I'm working in Australia. I'm working in what? The great places. Because you placed greatness inside them. They tell you, teacher, don't worry, I'm giving you a visa. You are coming. You would have died the teacher without going to America home. You've gone because of the soul that you raised. So the challenge for us students and even the teachers, let's address the children. Let's declare, whenever we see a child come, you are capable. Boy, you've got a 08, but next time I believe it's going to come to 80. So that he feels there is some power in what? When you give him that positive attitude, but you tell him, well, how will he make it? Let's put hope, because this is a great generation. And nobody can be equal. That's why we have teachers, we have doctors, we have engineers. Not all of us can be engineers, so don't expect all the A's in your class. Not all of us can be doctors, don't expect all the A's. And when you expect all of us to be doctors, how will we have those who are going to teach our ECD teachers? They normally get a C minor, but they make our children have a great foundation. So it's our role as the teachers and even the parents to make our nation great. Because when you put that attitude towards the young boys, they will become a greater people. And when you talk about the counseling session that we've so much absconded in schools, yes. We don't have time for the counseling sessions. It's too much of education. And normally, if there's a problem that says, God, work without play makes you a dull boy. Makes Jack's a dull boy. Have time for the children to freshen up. Have time for them to share what? Because it's nowadays, it's game time. We're going under the tree. We can share one-on-one. One-on-one. And even if all the other teachers may not have that burden, you as a single teacher may stand out in every class. Any student who is having a problem, come to me. Some of them might not even be having shopping. Put your hands into the pocket. Tell him, what don't you have? There's shopping, there's a stay your head. Because we've been called to be parents, even to those that we never mothered, that we never gave birth to. That's the challenge that we have. Then the other thing with these students, they want to be so much confidential because of that upbringing. We had parents that, nikikupata, nitakuoa. So a child grows up with, mami akijua tu, nimefanya nini? The child dies with all their problems. Oh. It's not like we have the incidents of that, the couple that they shoot. Yeah. That's such a child that daddy, so what? Oh. My daddy, let him not hear anything that you got. You are gone. So the parents that we have are also what? That symbol. Parents at a time like this, we should neutralize. We should be parents who can do what? Reach. Develop that mutual relationship.
And you've spoken something about parents. If I may ask that, I feel like some parents are the source of the problem to the children, especially in schools.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, Mzazi, I refer you are representing parents out there, I said there. I refer that some parents are very careless. They only send the students to school just to go to school without giving them anything, without supporting them, without even pocket money, without even books, without even... So the student, they will come here and the next thing they will do is to steal from their fellows because they lack. So I feel like also parents should be very careful in this millennials times, in this century.
Yeah, they should cater for their needs. Take for example a girl. You send a girl to school, no pads, hakuna mafuta ya kujipaka, hakuna kila kitu.
Right.
What do you expect now at the end of the day? Si atapata mwingine wa kumpa.
Si mwingine, she finds a teacher who does not know that these are kids who have been given to them to mentor.
Or those teachers without alcohol.
Without alcohol. At the end of the day, as students are dating the same teacher who is teaching them in the same class.
So unfortunate.
So unfortunate.
Kwa upande wa wazazi, kwa kweli kuna hizo changamoto. Wazazi wengi, tuna mambo ambayo ni changamoto fulani. Kwa mfano unapata wazazi wengine labda uwezo. Na mambo mengi yanachangia matatizo kama uwezo. Unaweza kuwa umepata labda umejaribu kufanya juhudi na maarifa yako yote, labda umepata school fees kwa mfano. Lakini kwa upande sasa ukifikia kwa upande wa kama wa shopping, kwa mfano kalamu, vitabu, rangi ya viatu, nini na nini, unapata labda umelemewa. Unajua sasa tena wakati mwingine lazima hata wanafunzi ama watoto
waelewe. Ndio waelewe mzazi, lakini asikose kabisa kabisa.
Yes, very good. At least sasa kitu inahitaji ni kupeana maadili fulani kwa mwanafunzi ama kwa mtoto wako.
Yes.
Unajaribu kumwangelesha, unamwambia mtoto wangu, sasa sikiza, mambo yako hivi. Kwa upande wa school fees nimejaribu kadri ya uwezo wangu, nimepata angalau kitu kidogo. Sasa fanya hivi, nitakapokuwa nimekununulia sabuni kipande ama mti mmoja, usiona kama kwamba labda nimekupeleka chini sana. Labda nimekupea pocket money kama shilingi 200 ama shilingi 100. Kwa kweli ama shilingi 50. Sasa inafaa hata wanafunzi ama watoto wawe na ile mawazo. Unajua okay, kitu tunaelewa ni kwamba wazazi hatulingani. Kuna wazazi wengine wana uwezo. Anaweza akafanyia mtoto wake shopping ya shilingi 5,000. Shopping peke yake. Unaona? Na wewe huyu amefanyia shopping ya shilingi 100. Unaona? Sasa matatizo hutokea hapa. Hawa watoto nimekuja kugundua hasa uwizi unatokana na nini? Uwizi unatokana na vipi? Yeye hana chochote. Lakini kwenda kuangalia kwa mwenzake amenunulia shopping sanduku limejaa. Kwa hivyo atatafuta mbinu ya kufanya nini? Ya kuiba lile sanduku. Unaona? Kwa hivyo kuna changamoto kwa maisha.
Asante sana. Then to add to what he said, the current generation that we have, the millennial generation, they raised the single parents. Na tunakuta haswa kule nyuma watoto walikuwa watoto katika familia zilizo na baba na nini? Mama. Baba alikuwa asimamia heshima, manake mara nyingi wengi wao hapa umewakuzwa na mama. Na besides, wamama hupenda kutelekeza watoto sana. Mtoto amefanya shida na kuja kuambia shuleni. At one point I was a teacher. Sweetie, please teacher, don't punish my boy.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, come. She's a sweetheart now, but in the future, she has got a certificate, she's working. No, nakuta, those of the single parents, let's just hit the nail on top of the point. That some of them don't even give this young generation good upbringing and ethical bringing up, moral conduct of the society. Mommy comes, tangu mtoto wake kuwa defike for man, she's got 10 dads in the same house. You see, so and so comes, this is your daddy, mwite uncle, the other one comes. Unlimited, they come with different upbringings, they come with different characters and put them on the boys, they come with all sorts of different what? Pictures. At the end of the day, this boy gets to school, he's acquired what? Very different things that he cannot concentrate on his thoughts. Because even the current one, mwenye alikuwa anampapa na mfanyanga shopping, mami ameachana na yeye. Anarudi daddy yako wapi? Achana na hilo umba tulishafanya nini? Achana. I'm not lying, am I lying?
No.
So we find, and most of them, the current generation of today, they are raised generation that were raised from what? The teenage relationships, the current generation that we have. The teenage relationships that people got out of what? Wedlock. And some of them were thrown to their grandmothers to bring them up. So they're being brought up without moral conduct. They're not being brought up without proper, those ethical behaviors for one to be successful. Because a father will disciple you. When you're young, my son, what do you want to be? He'll push you. When you want to do this, do this. Then as a student, we come to school without a vision. We don't even know what we want and where we are going and where we are from. You are burning school, yet back at home, you are sleeping in a grass patch with your mother and the hens and the goats inside. And you are here, you know I'm great. You are here burning the school. We don't even have, you know, your zeal. I want to be a doctor, it will push you.
Yeah, true.
It will segregate you from other people who don't have a vision. You will look for people of success to associate with. You look for people who are performing in class to acquire more knowledge from them. You'll always be at the leg of your teacher. Teacher, I'm not understanding this. But because you don't have dreams, in the first place, one should have dreams. By the time you get from one, you're here because you know what you want to be. Because every subject that we are taught, there is a common, what did we say? Reason why we study theory, reason why we study this. There's a common thing in all of them. It's a career what? Do you have a career when you're coming to Form 1? That career will mold you. That dream will mold you. And besides having a career, you should know, why am I here? How did I come? Some of us even come here wakichangiwa pesa na kanisa. Unasahau kanisa imekuchangia pesa. You are leading the strike to burn the school. Not forgetting your mother did not even have a single cent to buy your shoes to come to school. A well-wisher in Nairobi who is taking care of your shopping, who is taking care of all your needs, is the one supporting you. So ile anakupatia is making you forget who you are. Maki, you are a wolf in a sheep's cloth. The real sheep in you is that you are very poor back at your home. But because of a good Samaritan in Nairobi who is clothing your integrity so that you can be like other children, you're forgetting where you're from. Not forgetting that once I'm out of school, I've not performed, I was rude to my teachers, I have destroyed my destiny. Really back to the village. And let me just make this clear. These teachers have power. Their tongue can bless and do what? And curse. So you might be so great and having a very career you can see. Nobody must tell you, nikipata nikuja nitakuwa yoyo. Nitakuja kudance, nitakuja kuwa celeb. When the teacher declares that you're seeing mistake, you know it will take you nowhere. When you're not disciplined. Because the Bible also says, spare the rod and spoil the what? The child. A good father will cane the child seriously. And God says, I rebuke those that I love. Why? Because I'm preserving them from evil. And a father who does not rebuke you, does not love you, he's seeing you going to waste and die young and get destroyed. So may the Lord bless us as Melina.
Thank you very much. I feel this is a topic that we cannot complete in a day. It's a topic that needs even a whole year. How do you feel, students? It is a very, very broad topic, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. So our viewers back at home, I hope you're learning so much from our guests today. There is much that needs to be done for us to be able to assist our students. So I think we are going to stop there today. I'm just going to give our guests their parting remarks. Just give a last comment. This topic has not ended. We shall do it. We shall continue with it next week. Sawa sawa. Next week, in between the days there, we will come back and continue with it. So I can give you, or do you have any student who has got any general comments, maybe?
Before they make their general comments, our viewers, you know, our students across the country, across the world, these are the young motivators, the young changers of the world, that we should take care of them, perhaps at home and even at school. So, but my students get me clear. Despite that I'm a mathematics and chemistry teacher, science teacher, but I love motivations. And I want to tell you this, when I was in campus those days, I used to have my lecturer, mathematics lecturer, who used to tell me that education is power, but character gives you respect. Yes. Education will give you what? Power. Can you repeat that? Education will give you power, but character will give you what? Respect. But never should you be happy that you are respected, but respectable. Never should you be happy that you are honored, but honorable. Never should you be happy that you are loved, but what? Lovable. Never should you be happy that you are you are given responsibilities, but responsible. That is what we have. For sure, for the fact of matter, time being the interest here, we want to wind up. But I want to tell you that there is no any successful person without a pain story behind it. For every successful person, there is a painful story behind that. So for those who mentioned about the punishment, about everything, go and ask those who succeeded in life. Actually, there is a story they will tell you. There is a story they one day maybe they slept without food, or they did anything. So please cope up with the situation. Back to my what they like, what they love. Number two, I had my point that sometimes let us create a work-life balanced environment for everyone. If we create that environment, and therefore every student shall have opportunity to have a positive attitude towards what? Education. My viewers, parents at home, mentors, and those who are listening to us, please let all of us create a well-balanced work environment for our children. And let us be good role models. You cannot send us children here to school and back at home they are rotting. You don't take care of them. They come even at midnight at home and you are just smiling at them. My viewers get that sometimes we teachers, we have pain. We feel it and we see a lot here in school. But please assist us when we administer discipline here, also administer discipline at home, but in a friendly way. Thank you so much, and that is what I can say. Oh, I was forgetting to tell you that for where I reached, it is by the grace of God. I wrote this book. I wrote it, and it's a Christian inspirational book called "If We Kneel Down Before God, We Can Stand Before Kings." This is me, and this is my 3rd volume. I wrote my first book called "Kick Out and Paralyze the Devil." Through prayers, you can kick out every family background spirits. And number the volume 2, I wrote that book saying, if we sow in tears, we can actually reap in joy. From the book of Psalms, chapter number 126, verse 5 and 6. And this is the last book that kneel down before God and stand before kings. And the one thing I wrote in this book, if you'll happen to go through it, is that I said a collection of problems, a collection of challenges. That is what we call experience. If you undergo several challenges, several problems, a lot of, you are undergoing, and you see that you reach at the verge of giving up. And therefore one day that you'll call that thing an experience that will help you to better and better your future. Otherwise, I bless you that you become a good students to the rest, and also the rest of the students. Please, I urge you that be disciplined wherever you are. Cope up with this situation, this generation, and God will bless you. May God bless Taranganya Boys High School. May God bless African TV, and may God bless Kenya. May God bless the whole world. Thank you so much, Madam.
Your final remarks, Madam, try to be brief. They need to go and eat.
It's okay. I thank all the viewers for such a lovely session. My boys, what I can declare, the future is bright. You can choose to mold it, to make it bright. Your tools, your hairs, you are great rulers of the world. You can pull out that good from inside you, and even the generations to come. Today we are young, we may be so stubborn to our parents, but let's remember that tomorrow we are parents. What are we going to expect our children to do unto us? For the Bible says, whatever you sow is what we shall reap. Be blessed.
Thank you very much, Madam. Mr. Kuvia, your final remarks.
Mine is just to say, your dream is in your heart. It's you to hold it or to release it. Another thing I could just leave you with one thing, like you compete your hardest, dream your biggest, be your greatest. Sasa, compete with everyone, dream very big, but make it happen in your life. What you want to be, you are supposed to do. You want to be that engineer, you want to be, make it happen. Another thing, trust in the Lord. God gives everything. Sasa, if you trust the Lord, you pray hard. Sasa, I used to pray in school than reading. And at the end, God gave me a vision. And today I am here. So don't see that you, but trust in the Lord. Pray. There is something God's gonna open a door. A teacher may open a door, but you're gonna enter practice yourself. So trust the Lord, respect your teacher, because when I say my teachers, they have curse and blessing. Try to acquire this blessing from this teacher. They can be young. Like hata mimi kana imagine madam ananiambia lala chini. Ingekuwa ngumu. But kulala chini si shida. Tunachapa na kuenda class. Na usipochapa tunafanya bidii. I wish you all the best. God bless you, and thanks for Taranganya.
Thank you very much. Mzazi, maoni yako ya mwisho.
Maoni yangu ya mwisho kuhusiana na vijana. Kitu cha kwanza nitawafundisha ni moja tu. Jihadharishe na groups zenye mnakuwa nazo. Hebu jaribu kuangalia mwenzako anakufundisha nini. Ukiona si sawa, achana. Sababu watoto wengi wanaharibika kupitia kwa wenzao. Kwa hivyo mjihadhari nazo na muombe Mungu. kuwa na maombi ndio mambo yote. Asanteni.
Okay, thank you very much mzazi. Mwanafunzi mmoja, just a general comment on behalf of students and put it in a manner that talk to parents, talk to teachers, talk to your fellow students. Wewe hujaongea.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk. Mine is just to tell all the parents that it is your responsibility to know what your student, your child is facing through. I've heard that our parents have said that at that time they had good manners, they never burnt their schools. Not knowing that at that time they had that close relationship with their parents. They could stay with their grandmothers and tell stories, motivation stories. But at this time, no students can go and sit with their grandfathers that they are listening to motivation stories. So you have to create time with your child so that you can know what problems your child is facing through. And
thank you very much. You're in form? Your name and form, please.
My name is Benson Chacha. I'm from Tupapa.
From Tupapa. Yes. So maybe we get one from form 3. Form 3. Form 3. Give. Okay. Harun. Try to be louder, please.
As I said before, my name is Harun Bonge Samson from Taranganya's high school. As I facing challenges, like let me just say background. You may find that let me just use myself as an example. You may find that my father, Papa, he doesn't have that capability of getting some money so that he give me to
your needs. Yeah.
And when I come to school, you may find that my friends have some money to purchase breads, and I myself have nothing.
You feel bad, definitely. Yeah.
Disappointed. And even when I ask my friends, how do you feel when you don't have rent? How do you feel?
How do you normally feel when wakati wenzako wanakula mkate leo, kesho kutwa, wewe tu you are whistling? Mnaita ku whistle? Wewe hiyo, how do you feel? You feel very bad. Yeah, most of the times it is only you that is being sent home. Na wengine wamebaki shuleni. It surely it feels bad.
And others are learning in class,
school,
study.
Yeah.
And when the time will come that I'm coming back, I will find that they have gone already.
Yeah, they've moved ahead of you.
Now that I don't have time to read, the time I will be there with them is a lot of time.
So what you're simply saying is parents can try to be a little bit responsible for you to have a good time in school. Thank you very much, Harun. We have, which form have we not, is not represented? That one alikuwa form 3. From 3, you're in? Form 2 purple, form 3. I think your form 2s and form 3 single. Form 1s were too shy to come. They are only a week old. And then form 4s, they have an exam. Okay, that is enough for today. So thank you so much, our today's guest. Thank you, boys, for availing yourselves, and thank you so much, our viewer, for keeping it Pure Africa TV, and also the Purple Love Elimu Talk Show, where we get to talk about our children. We really need so much of this, so we expect you to participate in the shows that are coming for the sake of our kids. Let us come in and rescue them so that we can have people that are dependable in future. So thank you for keeping it Pure TV. We are available in free-to-air decoders. We are also on Facebook. Our Facebook page is Pure Africa TV. You can also watch our shows on our YouTube channels. That is Pure Africa TV and KOIMA of Pure Africa TV. Thank you so much for keeping us company. We will meet next week. Thank you.
Back to school, first term is here with us. Welcome to Kehancha Bookshop behind the Taranganya Boda Boda stage, and grab the stationaries you need at an affordable prices. We offer dictionaries, kamusi, set books, rulers, pens, HB pencils, sellotape, stapler pins, exercise books, revision books, notebooks, assessment record books, files, and clipboards. Others are molding clay and watercolor. Remember that learning institutions can also find for themselves whiteboards, dusters, marker pens, bells, flags, and board rulers, among others. For more information, call 0726 002833. Kehancha Bookshop, for your service.